A lot of us think that this is a beautiful place. We want to keep it that way for generations to come.
They went to our county commissioners saying that they had community support up here, and they didn't. And that is one thing, from what I understand with this project in phase 1, they've got to have community support, and they simply do not have it here.
That's been made clear at recent meetings where residents have protested the project. Elaine James and her husband think the science and research behind it are fascinating. They plan to lease their land to the DOE for drilling.
Legally, what happens on our private land can happen as long as we approve it.
We're a small drop in the bucket, but it ain't much, but it's ours.
The water flowed through these channels right here out into the main river before overflowing its banks and onto the streets. Hassel says this isn't the first time trails have flooded. In the past, campgrounds and day use areas like the Sunflower and Cottonwood have been forced to close permanently due to massive rains. Rangers hope to have the water cleared out and trails back to normal to be open this weekend for the public. Reporting from Palo Duro Canyon, Mike Mackey, News Channel 10.
This is the Power Express Laboratory Automation System. It expedites the process for testing blood samples by letting computers handle the categorization, testing, and sorting. By allowing computers to do most of the grunt work, the samples are not exposed, technicians are protected from harmful pathogens, and it takes fewer doctors to assess thousands of samples tested every day.
We expect to get, a minimum of 10 years out of this automation line, and it actually will enable us to be able to work 24/7 and take care of patients regardless of staffing levels.
I want to go to vote.utah.gov and see what happens when I try and track my ballot. I'm entering in my information. Let's press submit and see what we get. A big red box saying we cannot find an address based on the information you provided. To get to the bottom of the problem, I went to the Salt Lake County clerk for some insight.
And as you can see, it says, sorry, we could not find an address on the information you provided. And it is the right address because that's where I got my ballot and my voter ID card. I don't know if my vote is being counted. I don't know if it isn't. I don't understand what it is.
I woke up from a dead sleep to an explosion 5.5 feet from my head.
It's 4 a.m. A flash grenade goes off, shattering McGuire's bedroom window.
I was stunned. I was frozen.
He jumps out and searches for his family, urging them to call 911. McGuire doesn't know law enforcement is already in his home.
Officers in the department had concerns about the downstairs tenant. They had no independent concerns about my clients who lived upstairs. And there were multiple indications that they were aware of that there were likely separate apartments.
McGuire and his family sue Cottonwood Heights Police, as well as Unified Police, which assisted. This week, Cottonwood Heights settled.